If I am live. Can y'all hear me? Is it good? Okay. Alright guys, put a 1 in the comments if you can here, let me exit Skype. Okay. So the reason why I'm trying this is because I'm like online stuff, like what the heck? But it's easier to test like online streaming and stuff. Okay, so put a 1 if it's good. Like put a 1 if you can see everything. Put a 2 and you can hear everything. Put a 2 if it's laggy. Because if it's laggy, then I don't know. Like that's, you know. Because like I would do it on my phone, but because I usually do YouTube gaming on my phone. But the thing with that, and my phone's at like 38%, so yeah, I've got to kind of salvage the 30-some%. I see a lot of 1s, a few 2s. Some people say it's lagging. Some people say it's not. Is it good? I'm gonna try to watch it real quick. I mean the audio. It's not. It's lagging? How bad? There's no reason why it should be. That's strange. If it's lagging, it's probably on their end. I don't know. This is weird. Guys, I can't start the QnA if half the people can't even see the stream. I don't know if there's gonna... there's not... Oh, yeah, no, there's not gonna be completely new contestants in this season. No way. The character's confirmed to not come back. Well, nobody is confirmed by Fresh to not come back. It's only by the voice actors, and even then, it's more speculation than it is confirmation. Corey Doran, the voice of Mike, said that he hasn't been asked to come back, but then again, he could be lying. But I mean, it's Mike. I didn't expect him to come back, so he's probably not coming back. Could be lying, but again, I don't think she is. And then the voice of Ella said that she doesn't know if she's coming back or not, so that could go both ways. Some other people, but for the most part, if I had to pick one person, oh gosh, my voice just cracked. I just woke up, so my voice is like kind of gone. But if I had to pick one person who's probably not coming back, it's Mike. Do I ship Noah and Emily together? Who's Emily? I have no idea who Emily is. If Mike ever comes back, he will be the definition of a regular person. At the end of the day, like, there's nothing wrong with being a normal person. Like, not everyone has to be super over the top, you know? Do you think Cameron will show up? Probably not. We need Lindsay back. She'll probably come back. Gwen should return. She'll probably return. What's up, Poppy Skylander 2? How you doing? Cody's overrated? I agree. Sean versus Zombie Zeke Dream Finale. That'd be interesting. Emma probably. Oh yeah. Yeah. I mean, Noah and Emma's cool. I'm not obsessed with having every single character in a show, like in a relationship. Like a lot of people want characters in relationships. Like me personally, it's whatever. You know. But like I think Noah and Emma are cool. Like Emma and Noah are pretty much the same character, which is weird because the saying opposites attract doesn't really fit for most total drama ships. Because I mean, you have Jeff and Bridget who are the surfers. Tyler and Lindsay who are broken up now, but they were like the dumb people. Owen and Izzy are the crazy people, but they broke up. Duncan and Courtney are really the only ones that are like opposites attract, and then Trent and Gwen. But like Noah and Emma, they're like basically the same person, which is cool. Do you feel bad for Ezekiel? I like Ezekiel. If they brought him... Guys, I think I've said this in a stream before. If not, I've just said it to like people in a Skype call. But if they brought Ezekiel back... For like, let's say that Total Drama Season 7, which is not the next season. Next season is Season 6. But let's say Total Drama Season 7 is like an underdog season, which I think would be fit. If they even get a Season 7. But they probably will if the season goes well. But let's say that Total Drama Season 7... let's say that's like an underdog season, right? If they did an arc with Ezekiel coming back and like becoming a person and like going all the way to the end, like I would be okay with Ezekiel winning. Like I would legitimately be okay with Ezekiel making it to the finale if they did a long season arc of him being a new like coming back to a person, like human form and like making friendships and stuff, and kind of like rekindling his friendships. He didn't really have any, but just kind of like rekindling his reputation. I think that'd be really cool. Like I think it's cool. I like Ezekiel. I think that is a huge, like that story arc has huge potential. Mike's story is done. It is, but at the end of the day, they can always make a new one for him. Do you think Dakota will show up? Probably not. That sounds not terrible. You're subscribing? Thank you, Marty. I appreciate it. Yeah, I mean, I think that Ezekiel storyline would be cool. I don't have any, like, I don't think it would be a bad idea. Who do you think the winner of World Tour? Ezekiel just stole the money. Heather won the season, though. You have to go to school in 20 minutes? Oh, that sucks. You subscribe? Thank you, man. When I saw Ezekiel jump off the plane in All-Stars, I jumped off my chair and I said, yes, he's back in. I was shocked because I remember they had announced the entire cast before the season came out. Kind of a ship in Revenge of the Island. I mean, they're a ship, but like they weren't canon, Like they weren't confirmed to be together. Do you think idols will return? I sure hope so, dude. That'd be really cool. Did we even have an idol in Island? I don't think we did. I think there was an immunity idol in Revenge of the Island and All Stars. And like I know Island had a bunch of like immunity challenges, which I mean that's merge or whatever, but I wonder if they'll bring it back. I think it'd be cool. Rest in peace, Enzo's career. Oh yeah, I've heard about the beef with him. Has anyone else been confirmed for the new season? Nobody has been confirmed. I thought Chris McClain was confirmed, but then Christine said that they weren't confirming Chris McClain. They were just confirming Christian Potenza, who's the voice of Chris McClain. I think Lashana needs to bounce back and make the top 8. Yeah, Lashana can come back. That'd be cool. Show yourself? No. Do you have a guess as to who will win Season 6? I have no freaking... Then it better be Scott. Thank you, Sub. Okay. I don't know what the heck happened. Let me just move this real quick. Alright guys, I go. Alright, cool. Dope. Dope. What are the chances of Trent being in season 6? I would say they're pretty darn high. You know? Cool. You're in a total drama camp. What do you think about that? Congratulations. Since when? Pranks to gangsta. What? This is a glitchy stream? Yes, sir. When do you predict cast or at least cast location will be released? Whenever they're done with writing and they've started animating, which will not be for a few months, unfortunately. You're going to school now? Have a good night or day. Alright, thanks, Mitchell. Yeah, have fun at school, man. Thanks for hanging out, man. Do you think Brick will come back? No. Do you think the background character who is Duncan's old design, the guy, will return for a cameo like the other seasons? I don't really remember what he looks like, but maybe. I think Izzy should go pretty far in season 6. If she's even in season 6, I don't know if she's gonna be or not. Would you like Dave if my sky thing never happened? Oh, if the sky thing never happened? I don't know, it just depends. What are the chances of Tyler making... I hope Sky comes back. Yeah. I don't start school for another month. I start school Friday, like this coming Friday. So, yeah, that sucks. Do you think Duncan and Scott would be a good team for RR? No, they hate each other. At least I'm pretty sure they do. I don't remember. I watched All Stars once. I never gave it a second chance. Yeah. I think I've rewatched it a couple times, but it hasn't been for a while. The only season I've rewatched recently is Island, and I've watched it a lot. It's my favorite season, you know? It doesn't get old for me. Especially whenever I was doing Toldrum Island Take 2, I watched... Whenever I was on that episode of Island, like that challenge on Take 2, I would watch the episode on Netflix, the actual Toldrum Island episode. So you go back, yeah. DJ or Noah must win. I don't even know if whole Clay Bennett drama, who knows what's going to happen with that. You start school tomorrow? That sucks. I don't think Gwen's gonna be in season 6. She's been in too many seasons. To be fair, though, this season's the first season in like 2 years. They're gonna bring back some all-stars. They're gonna bring back the best characters, the most popular ones. They gotta bring them back so that they can get those ratings up. Do you think a character that already went to somebody who really deserves it, and it's something like... You have to give it to a really good character, because that's a big deal, being the first double winner, so you have to make sure you're giving it to the right person. Candidates that I think could be the double winner: Owen, Gwen, basically everyone but Beth. Because like if Beth was a double winner, like her first win was a mistake. If she won again, that would be ridiculous. That'd be so stupid. But like I don't think Jeff will ever win again. You know, I don't think Heather or Alejandro will win again. I don't think Lightning will win again. I don't think Mike and Zoe won't win again. The only people that I really think will win again would maybe be Owen, Duncan, Gwen, maybe Heather and Alejandro, but it's unlikely. Probably not Lightning or Cameron. Definitely not Mike or Zoe. Probably not Sky or Sean. So... that really leaves it down to Owen, Duncan, and Gwen for like the 3 that I could see, you know? I don't even know what Sonic Mania is. You'd love to see Owen win again? Me too. I like Owen. If anyone were to have the double win, I think it should be him. If Scott's in the new season, he should win. I agree. You love Zoe? She's not bad. Cody will win, very unlikely. Sean should win every season. I start school in the end of August. That sucks. My complaint with All-Stars is the real All-Stars didn't even go that far. Yeah. Yeah, like Lindsay's an All-Star first boot, you know. Joe, yeah, she's alright, but like the other people that are really All-Stars that should have went through didn't. I don't know if you guys heard that or not. I do not like Taylor. Taylor sucks booty. I would like to see characters like Noah and Tyler make merge. Depends on the writing, you know. Like if it's bad writing, then I don't want them to return. The Trump chicken ain't got rhythm. Alrighty. Owen versus Duncan would be great. Wouldn't that be cool? Like the final 3 of this new season's like Owen, Duncan, and Gwen or something. Like, could you imagine they have the final like 5 be all previous winners or something? Like that'd be cool. So that way you really have no idea as to who's winning. Because like if you did a final 4 and it's like Owen as to who's gonna win the season, it'd be Trent. Or like Owen, you have like Owen and Duncan, or Owen and Gwen, and Trent and Courtney. Like, you know, like it's obvious that Trent and Courtney would be the finale. And it's just like with All Stars, you know, Gwen should not have gotten that far because of double win. So Gwen shouldn't have got 4th because it's too far to go if you have, or if it's obvious that they're not going to win, you know? Because like you knew that Gwen was getting 4th that episode, so then that left Mike, Zoe, and Scott. What do you think the finale is going to be? You really think Scott's going to make the finale? I wish he did, but, you know. Blame the writing. You subscribed last week? Thank you, man. I appreciate it. It crashed? Are you sure it did? Still on for me. I think Cartoon Network going to treat this season of Total Drama as they treat the other shows badly. I don't know. Let's hope it's... That'd be cool. Scott versus Mal. See, that wouldn't have been a bad finale. But then you would have had the people complaining about an all-male finale. It crashed, but we're back. Okay. Cole said the cast was revealed. Is that true? No. Will the new season come out Total Drama 18? Maybe. Who do you think is the most underrated Total Drama contestant? Most underrated, like someone who doesn't get any appreciation. I think somebody who's really underrated is Justin. You know, I think Justin gets way too much hate. Like he doesn't get the credibility that he deserves, as well as Lightning. I think Lightning and Justin are pretty underrated. As for like female contestants, I mean, like, there's not really a female contestant that I see underrated. Like, the female contestants tend to have more love than the male contestants, so it's hard to like try to pick one. I honestly have no idea. Joe's underrated. After All Stars, I thought that Joe was so annoying. Underrated, I disagree. Tyler has a big fan base. For not really doing much in the show, he's got a pretty big fan base. Great, I think he is. You think Justin and Lightning are overrated and Ella and Sammy are underrated? See, now that is an example of not knowing what overrated and underrated mean. Because Ella and Sammy literally have huge fan bases. They're not underrated. They're overrated because they haven't done anything in the show. Ella is a ripoff of a Disney princess, and Sammy's story arc, you know, like they've only been, like, how many episodes have they been in? Like 5 and 6, you know? Like, as for Lightning and Justin, how are they overrated? Overrated okay, I'm not trying to be like rude, I'm just like, you know, this is something that I see a lot. Overrated does not mean that because you don't like the character, they're overrated. That's not what it means. And also overrated, a lot of people think, well, that person's overrated because they have a lot of people like them, and this person's underrated because not a lot of people like them. That's not true. Like, people will say, they'll say that Eva's underrated, and that Katie and Sadie are underrated. How are Katie and Sadie and Eva underrated? Eva's not underrated. She doesn't have a lot of fans because she sucks. Actually, 4. As a contestant. Like, she's not underrated, you know? And it's like Katie and Sadie, they're overrated. Like, have you seen the fan bases for these two? Y'all, like, overrated means that you're not doing anything. It means that you are beloved by people for not doing anything, you know? Like, you don't deserve the attention you get. So you're saying, like, Justin doesn't deserve the attention he gets? What attention does Justin get? Hated characters. You know, and like Lightning gets a lot of hate as well. He deserves more attention, and Justin deserves more attention. Hence, where the word underrated comes into play. So that's how those words work. Stacy's underrated. I disagree. Stacy was in one episode as a contestant. So no, Justin and Lightning are not overrated. They're underrated. So Cody's overrated. In my opinion, yes. Necessarily mean or bad. Like, that's not necessarily bad to you. Like, it's not a bad thing to that character. It's not rude. You know, it's not like a rude thing to say. Like, it doesn't necessarily mean a bad thing. Like, Cody is overrated because Cody has a lot of fans and a lot of people like him just because of how far he went world tours. Like, on the that was going on in the season, and he was just kind of like there. Is Beardo underrated? In my opinion, no. He's in one episode, you know? Like, they give these people more episodes before we do under. What's up, Sporty? Lightning was over the top yet underrated. I love Lightning's character. Noah was overrated in World Tour, but in RR he got a lot more screen time, so he deserves the love now. I don't. Me personally, I've loved Noah since like I can remember being one of few to actually like Noah, or to like Noah as much as I did in like World Tour time, you know? Like, back in World Tour, there weren't very many people who said Noah's my favorite character. It was rare whenever you found someone who liked Noah as much as you. Like, I don't even think I've met anyone. Like, I've met people who liked him, but I'd never met people who he was their favorite character. Fans? Nah, he's not overrated now. He's not underrated either. Noah has got with Noah's RR screen time, that has given Noah the recognition that he deserves. So Noah is not overrated, he's not underrated. Noah's neutral. Like, Noah's chilling, you know? There's nothing wrong there. Own a stick. What do you think of Noah and Emma? It's not bad. So we're gonna talk to him. What's season 6 name? I have no idea. Guys, I'm gonna take like a public survey. If the cast is revealed, or like if there's some people in the cast, do you want me to make videos on them? Because there's some people who don't want to know what the cast is, you know, like they want to be surprised last minute, and I understand that, because that's cool. But I've never really even looked at it like that way, you know, like people who don't want spoilers. Like, what do you guys think? Do you think that's cool? Or do you want me to make videos about it? Alright, sorry guys, I gotta clean up this mess. Yeah, I don't know. Like, a lot of people don't want spoilers, but then a lot of people do. Yes, Derek, I remember you. Do you think DJ is underrated, overrated, or neutral? I think he's neutral. Derek, stop spamming the same question, please. Make videos? Alright, cool. Sounds good. Just put spoiler in the title and don't put it in the thumbnail. Yeah, like if I said like character I'll just be like a character confirmed for Total Drum Season 6, and I just put like a bunch of characters on this game, you know what I mean? That's what I'd do. Sorry to spend a lot, that's fine. What do you think of a Total Drama movie? Total Drama the movie, my creation, I think it's great. No, I'm just joking. I think it'd be cool, but they gotta do it right. Sierra was the one that deserved the number 3 spot in World Tour, not Cody. Her character was way more interesting and fleshed out during one season than Cody was in 2. The thing with Sierra not getting 3rd was probably because they didn't want the 2 newbies making Final 3. Should they do specials again? I think so. I thought that Sierra was going to win All Stars going into it. Like, I thought the Sierra and Lindsay and Sam were gonna get really far. Gonna flop. Like, I was like way opposite. Sierra should have not been disqualified. I mean, at the end of the day, she would have gotten fourth anyways, We need Aftermath back. I'm kind of happy that Aftermath's not in this new season, because if it is a long season, that means that we get more episodes story-based instead of just Aftermath-based, and that's cool. If Sierra won All-Stars, I'd hate it even more. Well, to be fair, if they didn't do the Cody Cam plot, then Sierra would have been cool. Do you think a Total Drama Redemption season would be cool? Yeah, like an Underdog season, something like that. I think they should bring back 50 characters for seasons. It costs too much to do that, to do a big season like that. Was this confirmed to be a long season? Nope, all we know is that they've written 6 episodes so far. Should the singing season return this season? I don't think it should this season. I don't know if it's going to or not, but I don't think it should. Shouldn't it? I want a Total Drama Ghost Island or Exile Island. A lot of people pondered the idea of the new season being on Boney Island. That's funny, Silver posted about it. Yeah, like the new season being on Boney Island, and then they do challenges. Like, you know how on, on Total Drama Island, they would go to Boney Island every now and then for a challenge? What if they did, the camp and stuff was at Boney Island, but they would go to Wawanakwa for the challenges or something like that? That'd be cool. All-Stars was good in my opinion. An Underdog season needs to happen for all Underdogs for previous seasons. I think All-Stars was a good season. I think every season of Total Drama has that, like, that bottom review of good. Like, I don't think any season was bad. The thing with All-Stars is, like, people hate it so much is because Total Drama is a great show. The seasons are really good. So whenever you have a season that's not super amazing, totally OMG spectacular, it gets way more hate than it deserves, than it needs to get. All-Stars is way overhated for sure. I just watched IC London, still mad about Noah's elimination. He was so robbed. Yeah, that elimination was, I don't even know. It was whack. They ruined almost everyone at All-Stars. I think Lindsay can be redeemed. Lightning can be redeemed. Joe can be redeemed. Sam, he might be able to be redeemed. I wish he could, but he might. I don't know. It's like a small chance. Who was next out? Heather? Heather wasn't ruined. Like, there's a lot of people. Who do you think will be in the next season? No freaking idea. Will they return to Pakto? I have no idea. All-Stars sucks because of the cast boot order. Yeah. Scott was improved in All-Stars. I liked Scott in both seasons. Actually, I loved Scott. Both should have been the finale. That'd been dope. I'm glad Noah and Owen weren't in All-Stars because they could have ruined them. Yeah, a lot of people are mad about Owen not being in All-Stars, but at the end of the day, looking at how whack the writing was in All-Stars, I'm kind of glad that they had Owen and Noah step out of that season. Lightning isn't worth bringing back. I mean, they probably won't bring him back. If they do, I'd like them to, give him an anti-hero plot. Give him some comedic relief plot. That's what I want Lightning to do. Duncan was surprisingly not ruined in All-Stars. Yeah, a lot of people say that he was. I don't really know how. I mean, he made merge for like the 5th time. Like, how was he ruined at All-Stars? Or actually, I guess I've been the 4th time. Owen should have been in All-Stars, but it was better for him to be in Redunculous Race. Yeah, I mean, the thing with Owen not being in All-Stars, I have mixed feelings about it, because yeah, he deserved to be in All-Stars. I wouldn't mind him being in All-Stars and RR. I mean, I don't really care. But with that being said, the way that All-Stars handled characters, it's probably a good thing that he wasn't in it. And also, Owen wouldn't have merged that season. No way Owen would have made merge in All-Stars. So, why was Sam in All-Star makes no sense. They wanted to do 7 first generation and 7 second generation, which doesn't make any sense to me. No sense, because if you have 7 people from the first generation, which is a generation that contains 25 people, and then 7 people from the second generation, which is a generation that contains, 13 people? Like, that's whack. Like 8 people from first generation and 6 people from the second, or just like something a little bigger. I think 8 and 6 is a good amount, you know, because then you could have gotten rid of Sam's spot, and who else would you have gotten rid of? Probably Joe. So you could have got rid of Sam and Joe from All Stars, and you could have been put in like LaShawn and Harold, LaShawn and Owens, stuff like that. I would like to see the Survivor reference to Total Drama where Chris talks about Survivor. They're probably not allowed to. I'm finishing up a Total Drama marathon with every season, even All Stars, and it's the final 6 on RR. Good job, man. Nice. Did you hear about Harold's voice actor getting fired? Yes, I did. Made a video about it. It is a fact that Duncan is best competitor placing wise in the history of Total Drama. It's true, yeah. Duncan is placed best in Total Drama. And it's also a fun fact, like, Duncan and Owen both have, like, they're both the best players in Total Drama history. And they both share the worst placement. Like, they're both, like, their worst placement is 8th for both of them. Because Duncan got 8th in All Stars, and Owen got 8th in World Tour and Redunculous Race. If they had to do the 7-7 split in All Stars, at least make it Brick and not. Why did they want Anne Maria in All Stars over Gwen? That doesn't make any sense to me at all. That is so dumb. Horrible cast picks. I hate the fact that Netflix took down season 3 and 4 for no reason. They did have a reason. They took it down because they're uploading them in high definition quality. Oh, Ella comes back and all the others from all the other seasons. Yeah. Why did Netflix take off World Tour? Because they're putting it back in HD. I'm glad I'm finally getting to tune into one of these streams. Awesome. Hey, thanks for hanging out. Duncan's average placing is something like 4. Exactly, and he gets way too much hate. There's just something about Brick I love about him. I like Brick. I think them eliminating Duncan first in World Tour after he just won the previous season is a horrible idea. So I'm glad that he returned. Brick is finalist material. He needs to go far. I mean, if you give him a season-long feud with Joe, maybe, but it might get redundant. Revenge of the Island also got taken out from Netflix. I know, it's for HD. I hate how people are making things up about the new season. Yeah. A lot of people are like spreading rumors that don't make any sense at all. Sean and Brody have the best average placement, technically. I mean, you can't do an average with one placement. Because an average has to be 2 numbers. So technically they don't have an average. But Duncan quit World Tour until Gwen and Courtney found him. They shouldn't have had him quit. It's Duncan. Like, you're going to have him win Season 2 and then quit in Season 3? Like, what? You Fruit Loop dingus? What are y'all doing over there, Fresh? It's whack. It is whack. How long has this been going on for? I have no idea. It doesn't even say. What am I saying? Okay, I don't know if you guys heard any of that. I figured I had people come in my room and scared the crap out of me. Holy crap. I don't even know if I muted my mic. I don't know if that works or not. I was like trying to get people out of my room. You're never allowed back in the Total Drama community? Oh well. What happened to the audio? It's back now. I had people come in my room trying to mooch money off me. Get out. Scared the crap out of me though. Did I ever find out why Noah was there or out of World Tour? No, I never found out. How long has this been going on for? Like 30 minutes, holy crap. Oh my. I do not want Courtney to return with Duncan. Who's with me? Nobody. Courtney and Duncan are getting back together. I'm sorry, guys. This is me getting kind of triggered. Gwen and Courtney are not happening. I mean, wait, why did I say I'm getting triggered? I'm not. Anyways, I say weird stuff. Gwen and Courtney are not getting together. It's not happening. Give up. I'm sorry. You hate me all you want. Hate me all you want. Gwen and Courtney are never getting together. It's not happening. So just get over it. Do you think Eva will show up? Probably. I was shooketh when Cameron was dismissed from the competition because of an injury during All-Stars. Cameron got way too far in All-Stars. What the heck? All he did was just swap teams and feed into Mal. Who besides Noah do you want back? Just people who deserve it. So people we haven't seen in a while, stuff like that. Do you think Eva will show up? It would be interesting to see Eva come back. Yeah. I'm a hardcore Courtney and Duncan shipper. Oh, I love Courtney and Duncan. They'll get back together. I hate the Gwen and Courtney ship. People cannot be friends on this show. I swear. I swear, people cannot be friends on this show. Like, two people can bump into each other, and there's going to be those fangirls who are like, they're destined to be. Like, no, just because someone is bumping into someone or, like, talking to someone doesn't mean they're going to be a relationship. Like, hi, hello, not every person needs to be in a relationship. Who would you date from Total Drama? Gwentney's not happening, get over it, I'm sorry. That's, like, the only ship that I'll, like, 100% shut down. It's dumb. It annoys me, because people cannot be friends on this show. Lindsay and Sam spoke once, it's meant to be, alright? Did you guys know that Chris and Junior are both people? They're destined. There's honestly no gay good couples on Total Drama. There shouldn't be any LGBT couples on Total Drama, because it's too controversial. And it's a cartoon. And, like, I'm not saying I'm against it, because I'm not. I'm all for it. But it shouldn't happen. You can't... Okay, cartoons are not out here to be politically correct, and they're not out here to try to make society, or, you know, they're not, oh my gosh, I can't even speak, I'm so, like, I don't even know. They are not out here to make statements, you know, like, cartoons aren't out here to try to persuade people this or that. Like, cartoons are out here to be cartoons. Like, the fact that people want to shove everything into everything just to have, like, it's annoying, you know, cartoons are not PSAs. I could not find the right wording there, so I was, like, rambling the whole time. But yeah, they're not public service announcements, so, like, let's calm down now. Putting a lesbian couple on the show just makes a simple cartoon into a politically correct piece of crap. I agree, like, it's dumb, you know? Like, it's not out here to be politically correct. Guys and Lions are good friends, but they still voted each other off. Yeah, that's weird, right? Yeah, I've never understood that. Like, the Guys Alliance didn't really last very long. Kind of strange. If Duncan never quit, he would have been in the most episodes by a long shot. Is that true? Because, let's see, Owen had 27... in Island, and 20-something in Action, 20-something in World Tour. Like, he was in 1 in Revenge of the Island. He was in 1 in All-Stars. He was in 0 in Pacateo, and then he was in 18. In Reductus Race. So then what is Duncan at? Duncan's, like... I think with Redonkulous Race, that puts Owen way ahead. Yes, he's 1 short of beating Heather. Well, isn't Owen in the lead for the most episodes? Owen was in 2 in Revenge of the Island, was he? What was he in? Because I know he was in the first episode. Everyone was in the first episode. Oh, not counting Redonkulous Race? I was gonna say, if you're counting Ridiculous Race, Owen's like almost in the hundreds. Owen's up there, yeah. What's happening? Total Drama Season 6 Q&A Live number 30. That's what's happening. Do you think Anne-Marie will show up? Probably not. Owen might. If you count RR, Owen is number 1. Yeah. I think Owen will be in the new season. As much as I want Owen and Duncan and all of them to come back, I'm scared that they're going to ruin them. Owen and Izzy both need to come back for Ozzy to get together. I agree, dude. Yes, I loved Owen and Izzy. Owen appeared in All-Stars too. Yeah, he had 1 episode. He's in the finale. That was them trying to justify why Owen wasn't an All-Star. They're like, well, we'll give him a cameo. You're back? Welcome back. Trump chicken nut for the win. Why just Justin in World Tour? Because they didn't know what to do with him. You know, they probably didn't want him to give him. They probably didn't want to give him all of this huge development in action and then just like have him there in World Tour. You know, so it's smart that he's not in there. And then I don't even remember where I was going. I just read a dumb comment. Hussey's breakup is one of the stupidest things Fresh has ever done. What was the point? The point was to tear our hearts out and make us want to never watch the show again. I don't know why they broke up. It's dumb. Because now Jeff and Bridget are the only couple that formed an island and is still together. Fresh TV dismissed the idiots who did, and not to mention the stupid reboot. I don't know all of that. What's up, Astral? Why Noah wasn't in both? I don't know. I think Owen is a little overrated and overused. Maybe just me. I like him and all, but still I think he's a little too overused. I don't think he's overrated because, again, back to what I was saying earlier, overrated does not mean you're in a lot of episodes, you're popular, that means you're overrated. Nah. Overrated means you don't deserve the attention you get, right? Owen has a lot of fans, just like he has a lot of haters. But the thing with Owen has been in the most episodes, in, like counting RR in Total Drama history. Owen has the best placements next to Duncan, and Owen has done the best overall in the show. I mean, look at it. Owen got first in Total Drama Island. He comes back for Action, and then he gets third. Comes back for World Tour, gets 8th, takes 2 seasons off, comes back, well, I guess really 3 seasons off if you're counting Pakuteo as its own little, you know, and then comes back for Ridiculous Race, and then gets 8th again. On top of that, he has made, like, the most friendships in Total Drama history, one of the most likable people, you know, like, one of those kind-hearted people in Total Drama history. Like, Owen is, yeah, just like Dylan just said, Owen is the staple of the show. Like, of course he's gonna have a lot of friends. Overused, I think they use Owen because, again, it goes back to the whole, he's the staple of the show. He's the first winner. He's a lot of the writer's favorite character. He's really easy to write with, you know, so that's probably why Owen is used a lot. So overrated, no. This is all my opinion. Overrated, I don't think, and then overused again, still I don't really know. Do you want them to make another character with a disability or mental illness like Mike? No. No. Because people like got super triggered about Mike's multiple personality disorder. They were like really mad that he got rid of the stuff with a button and this and that. It's like, guys, it's a cartoon. Like, they gave Mike that because it's something interesting. Zoe Mary Sue cliche. I swear, characters can't be normal on this show. like can't someone just be normal? Owen is not overrated. He actually gets a lot of hate. I agree. You know, Owen has done so much for the show, and he gets nothing but hate for it. I'll praise him. I praise him all the time. He's a great character, in my opinion. Dave has an evil personality named Dal. Could you imagine? Do you think Noah deserved Emma or someone better? I think they're cool. I like them. I liked Mike's multiple personalities aside from Mal. Is it just me, or is Mike a good character? I like Mike. I really do. I know I'm gonna get a lot of hate for it. I don't mind Mike and Zoe. I actually like their characters. Mike was one of the favorites in Revenge of the Island. That's another thing that I've noticed. People really hop characters quick. Like Mike was a fan favorite in Revenge of the Island, you know, and then in All Stars he became like one of the most hated characters of all time. Like it's just crazy how 2 seasons made him go from the top to the bottom. Like it's just interesting. Kitty's a great character. I like Kitty. The reason why I'm not like head over heels for her character is just because she reminds me a lot of Lindsay and Katie, you know. And I mean it helps that they're the same voice, but like I don't know, it's just Stephanie Mills, who voices all 3 of those characters. Her characters tend to be kind of the same, you know. And like Kitty is the most intelligent out of the 3, and she's like this fun character. But I don't know, it's just something about having Lindsay and Katie before just it makes me not like Kitty as much, but I still like Kitty's character. Mike is so meh. I like Mike. Mike is like Total Drama's Roman Reigns. Well, Roman Reigns is a great wrestler, so are you saying Mike's a great competitor? Don't even get me started on the Roman Reigns crap, because I like Roman. Mike was an insult for fans with disorder. Magic rebate button. It's a cartoon, dude. Don't take everything so seriously. Cartoons are meant to help you escape the real world and to escape like all of this serious reality. Don't take it all too seriously, man. Unlike Owen's voice actor. Wait, what? I lost it. What to also see a Total Drama Chill Town reference live. That'd be funny. They won't do it though. They're all the same. Kitty and Katie never accidentally voted themselves out. That I didn't mean every single action that they've ever done. Man, dude, I'll tell you what. I need to stop doing these live streams as soon as I wake up. My voice cracks a lot. I didn't say that every single action that they've done is all, like, everyone's done the same exact thing. You know? Like, Kitty and Katie also haven't dated Tyler. Like, I'm talking, like, personality, you know? I also forget that Lindsay was in 4 seasons. Lindsay has been around a lot. But, again, it goes back to the whole, yeah, Lindsay's been in a lot of seasons, but what is, you know, like, she hasn't really, like, gotten that big push yet. You know, like, Action was her season. She didn't win it. They gave her 2 crappy seasons, so maybe this is her time to shine. Noah's drawings do not imply that they do not give lessons for life. I have no idea what you're on about. I meant that Mike/Roman had a lot of spotlight, put them in, fans rejected it. Yeah, I knew what you meant. Do you think Courtney will show up? I hope so. Kitty and Emma were both amazing. I like Kitty and Emma. I like Emma more, me personally. Lindsay should have won Action. Lindsay versus Justin would have been cool. You know, yeah, because, like, every season's themed, you know? Like, you have Season 1 being, like, the most popular male and the most popular female. Season 2, it could have been Lindsay versus Justin, and it could have been, like, the Beauty Peeps. What's up, Cove? But then you have World Tour being the antagonist. Revenge of the Island being Brains versus Bronze. All Stars being the relationship. Pocket Tail being the 2 people who have had them, I guess, like, I don't really know. Pocket Tail didn't really have a theme. It's just kind of like the two most developed characters throughout the season, I guess. And then Reductivist Race was just kind of like a mix of peeps. Should Eva return ever? For the new season, I think so, yeah. On the spot, what is the most iconic moment in the show? Oh, man, on the spot, that's tough. Most iconic moment on this show. I'll tell you what, one that went viral for Total Drama was Harold's beatboxing from Island. I don't know if it's, I wouldn't say it's the most iconic, but it's just one that comes to mind as to an iconic moment. You know, because the game went viral, like the beatboxing thing in the talent show. Like, I know commercials parodied it and stuff. Like, it went everywhere, man. Do you prefer Katie or Sadie? I mean, I like Sadie more, just because she was, like, in more episodes. Blanley should make a return, not as a contestant, in my opinion. I think that if Blanley comes back, she needs to host the main hunt with Josh. Like, I definitely don't think she should be a contestant. Was when Lindsay flipped Heather off. That was another one. That one went viral too. Who's pretty much confirmed? Chris McLean's basically confirmed, even though he's not confirmed, but he's kind of basically confirmed. Bridget and Harold as well. Who do you think was the worst Total Drama antagonist? The worst antagonist? For me, and I love this character, but for the worst antagonist, I think it's Sugar. Like, I mean, because if you think about it, like, Sugar's a good character in my opinion. Like, I really liked her in Pocket Hill Island. However, like, she didn't really do anything antagonistic. Like, you know, she was just kind of mean. Like, she was more of an anti-hero. Like, she had that thing with Ella, but, like, for the most part, like, Sugar didn't really do all that much. Scarlet worst antagonist? I'm talking like canon, like the actual confirmed antagonists throughout the seasons. Because Island, it was Heather, Action, you had Justin and Courtney. World Tour was Alejandro. Revenge of the Island was Scott. All Stars was Mal. Pacateo was Sugar. And then Ridiculous Race was the Ice Dancers. Sugar was an antagonist? Evidently. Because Scarlett's not there's no way Scarlett's the main antagonist. She only had anything antagonistic in the first episode, and all she did was just try to murder people. Like, who cares? Murdering people. If we're gonna call someone who likes to murder people an antagonist, then Fang was the main antagonist for Revenge of the Island. What characters do you think are overused? I don't really think anyone's overused. Heather is a no-good, selfish, heartless, pushy, bossy, mean, believe a girl. What? Was Sugar supposed to be like Honey Boo Boo because she reminds me of her? I don't think so. Sugar was hilarious but a weak antagonist. I agree. I didn't even think that Pucktail Island even had an antagonist. Scarlet was meh and Max was all bark no bite. If Max was the antagonist again, I don't think he didn't really he didn't really do anything antagonistic. I love Max's character though. He's one of my favorites. Alejandro was the smartest player. Yeah, I think Alejandro was a better antagonist than Heather. And the reason why is because Alejandro was like super secretive about all he did, because like Alejandro and Heather made similar moves and they both had like the same strategy, which was great, but Heather was like straight up in your face, like, screw you, you suck, I hate you, this and that. Alejandro is more of like a charming people, like trying to win them over while also like stabbing them in the back from behind the scenes, you know, doing all these cool secretive stuff, all these secretive things. And that's why I like Alejandro as an antagonist more than Heather. But character-wise, I think they're both great, and I think they're both great antagonists. But again, I think Alejandro is a better antagonist. Because yeah, like Fiona said, he was a better manipulator for sure. A good antagonist is someone you love to hate. I love to hate a lot of antagonists. You know, like all of them are great. You think Alejandro's overrated, underrated, or neutral? Neutral. Owen has the best social game in Total Drama of all time. Alejandro, the best strategic game of all time. I agree. Alejandro reminds me of Paul from Big Brother. I mean, they're both great game players, so. The Shield versus Trump, Chicken, Mr. Coconut, and Total Drama Cove. You hate Alejandro. He set Lashana, Bridget, and Courtney up. That's what an antagonist is. Oh, don't even get Bloody Knuckleberry started on Big Brother. This dude gets high-key triggered. Do you think Gwent is better than Gwunkin? I like Gwent more than Gwunkin, yeah. I don't know, it's just something about Gwent. They were like the stars of Island for like the first half. You have to put Scott up there with Alejandro because Scott was good. Scott was good. I would say Scott's probably in the top 5 at least, you know, like top 3 maybe. They need to make Courtney likable like they did with Heather. Yeah. I think Courtney has a good chance of winning the new season if she's in it. You're one of the few people who hate Trent. I mean, I'm not really a huge fan of him, but I think he could be redeemed. Is not excuse for a Mal's writing. I feel like you're like an hour behind on the stream because I have no idea what you're talking about. Scott also reminded me of Duncan because of the bad boy persona. Yeah, Scott was great in All Stars. My favorite of that season. Agreed. I think that Scott deserved All Stars the most. Least favorite tolerable character, Taylor. A Gwent and Duncan team would be great. That'd be cool. Do you think MacArthur has a chance of being in season 6? Probably not. I don't think anyone from Ridiculous Race that we're new is gonna be in the season. Alright, Jen Jack, no idea what you're talking about, but Scott and Al prob kicked the most people off. Yeah, and the Duncan got some people kinda... He could get in people's heads. Mal is a separate character, just say. He's technically still Mike. Wouldn't it be interesting if Jose came back? I mean, it'd be interesting, but again, I don't see it happening. Courtney has almost a too big fan base. Courtney's fan base is huge, you know? I want Courtney to win this new season so that way people will stop calling her overrated. And plus, I think she deserves it. Heather, I think, has eliminated the most contestants. I mean, Heather, but the thing with Island is, like, Heather eliminating people didn't make much sense. Like, how did Heather eliminate Justin? She said she only needed like 4 votes or something like that. She needed like 7. I don't know. Some of the things were whack. Do you think Noah and Emma should be in the next season, but have some sort of relationship conflict like most couples have had? I don't think Emma should be in the new season. I think Noah should though. I only like Courtney and TDI and kinda in All Stars. Yeah. I like how everyone hated Duncan in action, but he couldn't get kicked off, right? Yeah, it just shows he's a good game player. Who's the best female character in your opinion? That's tough. I like MacArthur. I like Gwen. I like Courtney. Heather's not bad. I guess Courtney? I don't know. Maybe Gwen. Who knows? I'm not that big of a fan of Gwen. I don't know. She's always just kind of been mid to me. Till Heather has been responsible for 14 eliminations. Yeah, but the eliminations were kind of whack. Eva should be the new antagonist. I mean, you can always bring, like, they've done a new antagonist every season. It's not always a bad idea to do like another antagonist, like, you know, someone who was an antagonist before be the antagonist again. You gotta go. All right, thanks for hanging out, David Hardy. Have a good one, man. But yeah, like, I could see them doing an antagonist, like a repeat. Like, someone brought up the idea of Heather and Alejandro being the main antagonist for the season. That'd be cool. Eva's a better anti-hero? I agree. Courtney was good in action. I don't even really remember action. Who would you want to win, Stacy or Beth? Beth, because at least Beth has somewhat of a character. You know, Stacy doesn't have any. Do you think Chef will show up? Probably. Duncan dodged a huge bullet with Lindsay's elimination action. Do you think Harold should have done better in World Tour? Yeah. Lindsay was robbed in action, I agree. If they were to do a new antagonist, I mean, a lot of people seem to overlook him, but Duncan has never been an antagonist. Never been a main antagonist. The antagonist of Tundra Island was Heather. Actually gets forgotten a lot. Yeah, I don't remember anything. You're about to say that? Say what? Stacy's character is that she's an annoying brat. Stacy? That reminds me of Taylor. Do you think tennis guys will show up? No. Chef and Chris should be a team in RR. It'd be cool. Stacy may be your least favorite character. Yeah, she's kind of. Am I the only one who doesn't like Cody that much? He's kind of to me. I used to really like him for some reason. I don't know why. Do you think Duncan should have got voted off instead of Lindsay in action? Nah. Who was the best antagonist in action between Justin and Courtney? Justin. He's been the villain but not the main antagonist, except when he was switched to the heroes in All Stars. But Duncan has a soft side though. Everyone does. I mean, Heather's soft side was shown in like action. Courtney has a soft side. I don't really know about Justin. Justin's kind of a devil. Lightning. I don't really know. Mike. Well, yeah, no, yeah, screw Mike. Sugar. I don't know. I stand like Jacques is a soft side. He's an antagonist. Duncan as an antagonist just sounds wrong. Yeah, I think it's a little off. But no one Cody dated. That's not true. No one Cody never dated. Everyone doesn't like Lightning. I don't know why. I wouldn't say everyone because I love Lightning. Taylor's underrated. Taylor is a garbage character, and I wish she never existed. Was that too straightforward? I hate her character. I'm sorry. Her character was literally being like a spoiled brat and like being super annoying and just like trashing her mom in a ridiculous race. And they all made it better because she got her way. She got to go shopping. Her story sucked. I'm gonna ask Fresh if the elimination order has been decided and has there been any disagreements. Well, of course the elimination order has been decided. I'm pretty sure they decide at the start of the episode. Who is Taylor? Exactly. Noah's antagonist sounds better. Heck, his label is the schemer. That was an island. I don't want him to be the antagonist, though. He's more of an anti-hero. Do you think Gwen will show up? Yeah. Lightning was great in Revenge Island. I agree. Sugar has a soft side for Leonard, though. True. Why do you like Katie more than Sadie? I don't. I like Sadie more. Who was Taylor again? Exactly. If these two girls forget their differences, which are very few, and see how compatible they are, they would be practically unbeatable duo. Who are you talking about? She is awful, but people like Taylor actually exist. Yeah, I know people like her exist. It's screwed up. Weird question. Who would be the pain magnet for the next season? If Scott's in it, probably Scott again. I can see Taylor's character changing in season 6. I don't like her. I'm sorry. What's up, Radian? Leonard was meh neutral. Leonard's not bad. People high-key only like Leonard because of Cove. Do you think the people in Ridiculous Race will come to another season without their partner? Is in and don't get kicked off too early. I like Alejandro. Do you think Noah will show up? Probably. Who's worse, Taylor or Stacy? Taylor. Alright guys, this stream has been going on for a really long time. Like, I think we probably broke an hour. Yeah, we broke an hour. Okay, so I'm probably gonna head out on that note, but thanks guys for hanging out. I guess this is gonna be my video for the day. I don't really know, or I guess I already uploaded, so this will be like another video for the day. But yeah, I'm gonna head out on that note, so thanks for hanging out guys. I'll see you